What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Street Fighter Duel video. Alright guys, this one here we're going to talk a little bit about recovered items. We're going to talk a little bit about the Satsui Awakening Shop, which is the training supplies and what you should go for in here. Now, as usual, I'm going to break it down for you guys completely because I think it's very important for you guys to use the proper resources for the right items. And I want to talk about different levels of the game and what you should go for depending where you are. So early game, mid game, end game, okay? And remember, not everything on my list is going to show up on your list because all of these items are based on progression of your actual storyline mode, so the challenge mode. So if you're not far enough, some of these items may not pop for you. So keep that in mind. And this is why I want to break it down for early, mid, to end game. So first thing to note, as usual, the frame itself, the Satsui Moras, is only a frame. There is no benefit to it. It just sits in your avatar so people can see it around if you plan to use it, okay? I mean, it doesn't look the greatest. It does have reused gloves in gold. I think the Akuma one was way better looking, but I'm assuming based on the events, there's probably going to be another frame for the top X amount of people, right? We'll probably go take a look at that later on when I do another video, okay? So let's go through these items and what you should be aiming for. So first off, T2 items are always going to be very good for mid to end game people. Now, these usually pop around stage 26 to 29. Depending on the event, it's always random, but 29-4 is when you actually unlock T2 in your story, but usually you get these items a lot earlier. So I think last event was 26. So guys, correct me if I'm wrong. If you are earlier than that, if you see it, let me know in the comment section, but usually 26 is when people start seeing this, and the most recent upcoming events that have happened. So your first priority out of anything in your account, if you're mid to end game, is going to be the following two things. The boost stones here, okay, for 40 for 12, which is a very, very good deal, by the way. So mid to end game, your priority is going to be these boost stones, and then second up is going to be your T2. So depending where you are in the game, if you're close to FS 30, go for these boost stones. Okay, or if you have your unit that you need to get FS30, go for the boost stones. If you have gear that you already factioned out from T1 and you need T2, definitely go for this. So this is priority, guys, 1 and 2, and it depends on where you are in the game. They're going to be 1 and 2 depending on what you decide to choose, okay? And like I said, FS30 versus T2, they're very evened out. FS30 is more important, obviously, but it takes a lot more. So if you already have your faction gear, go for this. If you're close to FS30, go for this, okay? Those are your top priorities. Do not go for anything else. T1 is not worth it. You can buy it for really cheap. Get them from the guild shop using guild points. Do not spend your currency on this whatsoever, guys, okay? Next, these two here, we'll get back to these, okay? Arcade coins are always worth it. So this is for early game players, new players, and some mid game players. Mid game, you still don't want to really focus on this because you're going to get a ton of these through storyline and these through storyline. So avoid these completely. These are actually not bad for 25. You can still get these. The benefit of having these obviously is because when you roll arcade coins, they give you in the chest, they give you these as well too. So you're kind of getting two birds with one stone with these, because if you roll enough, these will be given in chest. Plus you get yourself the A invitation tickets as well if you roll enough. So the arcade coins would be number 3 for early to mid game players. Okay, number 3, this would be it. Or it could be number 1 for, this will be number 1 for early. Let's be real. Number 1 for early, maybe number 1 for mid game. Depending where you are in mid-game, like you might still end up going for boost stones as number 1, but this could be number 2 for you instead. Okay, so mid-game, this could be number 2 or 1, depending where you are. These recast cards are going to be good for mid to end game players because you're going to start getting SS faction gear, and this is going to be important for you to roll. But I will put this as number 3 for you. Okay, so it's T2 or boost stones first and second, again depending on your order of where you are, and then this will be number 3. The blue cards here, definitely important for mid to early game. This is going to be your number 2s, guys. So this is number 1, and this will be number 2. Any of these ones, depending on who you're looking to level up, will be massive for you. Okay, so focus on this. So the Faith Gems will be for mid to end game players. This will be your number 4. Okay, so definitely go for that for your number 4. Now, the characters themselves, I wouldn't worry about. Guile you can get from the city shop. Zangief, I believe you can also get from somewhere. Hugo is not worth it. And then the breakstones and money here, not really worth it. So avoid these traps, guys, right? Because these characters are easy to get for yourself, okay? Here, let me show you what I'm talking about here. If I go back here, if you go to the shop here, right? City shop, Guile's available. Hugo's available even. So you can get either or. I mean, obviously go for Guile, clearly. And then the Honor Shop, I don't think Zangief's here. Oh, he is here. So there you go. Honor Shop, you can get him from here. So all of these characters are available to different means that are permanently there for you. So do not spend your hard-earned points on that, guys, because I believe that's going to be a big waste. So again, just to go through it one more time. For mid to late game, 1 and 1, depending where you are and what you need, okay? These two are going to be your most important. So the boost stones and then your actual T2 engravings. Those are going to be the most important things, okay? Avoid these for now because you can get them through different means. So you can actually buy these as well, just so you guys are aware, from the shop here. So there you go. There's pops here with money, and then if you refresh it, you can also get the purple ones. Do not spend your hard-earned. Let me get these out of the way. Do not spend your hard-earned points on these because again, you can purchase them like that. Okay, and same with these breakstones, okay? And then the car stones as well. Obviously, car stones are not there, but if you look back in here, look at the boost stones. Look how much they cost. 3,060 for 20. That's what I mean. Like, they're crazy value in these events. So you always want to go for these as much as you possibly can, and that alone should tell you what the value is of these. And T2 also costs about 3K diamonds just to get one of those, right? Now, the good thing with T2 though is you can get them from Satsui mode with diamonds and get 2 of them for the price of 1. So that's why this is why I would put this first over this. But again, it depends where you are in the game and how badly you need tier 2 gear. So focus on that as well, guys. Okay. Again, avoid these. Avoid this completely. Early to mid game and beginners, this is going to be your number 1 for sure because you want to get your rank up. This will be number 3 to 4 for early for mid to end game. This will be number 2 for all early game and mid game. This will be number 4 for number 3 or 4 depending if you need the fate gems over the recast, right? This will be number 4 or 3 for mid to late game. And then these characters avoid completely. I showed you where to get them. And these breakstones, you wait till the end of the event. Whatever tokens you have left, you dump it into that and just get those extra breakstones. But before that, don't waste it, guys, because you can get those breakstones I showed you in the shop for way less using money. So please, 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 for the love of God, do not get this. It's not worth the value, because all of these things should be focused on the things I just mentioned above. All right, guys, this is Payne. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comment section, but that's how you want to handle the shop and get the best bang for your buck. Do not make mistakes, guys, because it'll cost you dearly in these events, and these events are meant for you to take advantage on the high-end tier stuff, not the low-end stuff that you can get through different means like money. All right, guys, this is Payne. I'll talk to you in the next one.